we've heard different bits and pieces before around electrolysers. They're going to be key to green hydrogen, clearly, but there's also the suggestion that we could also get byproducts to help other supply chains out of those, such as medical oxygen. I think you've alluded to that before. And I believe there's also some talk around CO2 potentially. Is there a link there? And could you tell us anything about this?
Sure, thank you. So yes, let's not forget the water molecule H2O. So the electrolyzers, of course, we're all excited about them right now to make the hydrogen, the clean hydrogen. But let's not forget that when we split that water molecule, coming off the other side of the electrolyzer is oxygen gas. And typically it's going to come off with some hydrogen in it, maybe around about 2%. And for some people, that's great. Hydrogen with oxygen with 2% hydrogen, no problem. Other people are going to say, no, I need pure oxygen. So we would need to purify that oxygen, separate it from the hydrogen, and then use that for whatever purpose it might be. But again, when you think about it, co-locating a very large electrolyzer project, which is going to make, let's say, hydrogen for export or hydrogen for ammonia, co-locating that next to a steel plant, for example, means that we can use that oxygen to go into the steel facility. And it's kind of free because we built our plant to make the hydrogen, to make the ammonia, and we spent our money and we got all of this beautiful oxygen coming off it as well. Bad news for the air separation unit, maybe, but we need to think about the gases coming off the electrolyzer. And also, I mean, just to give you some little anecdotes there, you know, how do we put oxygen onto the International Space Station up in space? Do we deliver compressed gaseous oxygen in a space rocket up to those astronauts? Do we deliver liquid oxygen up to those astronauts? No. What we deliver is water. And then we electrolyze that water that we've delivered up to the International Space Station to make oxygen and hydrogen. And let's not forget the mass of that water is, let's say, molar mass of 18. 16 out of that 18 is the oxygen. So if we bring up 1 kilo of water, we're almost bringing up 1 kilo of oxygen. So transporting water up to the space station is the most efficient way of transporting oxygen to the astronauts. Also submarines also electrolyze water to make oxygen for the submariners for long dives. So yeah, we've been using electrolyzers for a long time to make oxygen. There's also, of course, we can use them to make medical grades of oxygen in places where it's difficult to transport medical oxygen cylinders into the middle of, let's say, the jungle. But maybe we're able to get some power locally to put onto an electrolyzer to make the oxygen and keep people healthy in very, very remote and difficult locations. So yeah. Let's not forget H2O, the oxygen from the electrolysis. Let's do something useful with it when we can.